Game 2 of the team battle is a mirror match. Brawlers against brawlers. I'm gonna get some water and come right back. So excuse the lack of commentary for these first few turns. It's what happens when I commentate by myself in a situation like this. Alright. So, I didn't see what happened just up to this point. Let me look. Someone did G assist, and by the looks of it, it was probably Kyoshin. And I apologize for Skype randomly appearing on the computer screen. I did a click when I left. I appeared just in time for the grade 3s. Shotgun Blow Dragon appears, but Kyoshin doesn't have Legion. And even if with the cards in his hand now, he can't get it, but he does have Twin Drive right now. Shadow doesn't have Legion either, though. Fighting Draco Kid only works if the unit in the front row gets put into the drop zone. Since Shotgun Blow lets the opponent choose the units, they can just choose 2 back row, unless they only have 1 back row. Unfortunately, Shadow can't seek any mates because he doesn't have 4 in drop, he only has 3. So he calls his mate to the rear guard instead. attacking with the Vanguard first. If it were to hit, then that means that Big Bang Slash gains an additional 3,000 power, which would make that a 21k attack. Hasha Brawlatosu, that is the quintet wall. Didn't come up as a drive check, so just letting it be known. The attack was to the rear guard, but it's the same guard either way. And now he does have 4 in the drop zone. If I was Kyonshee in this point, I would have actually used Brawler fighting Draco Kid, because it would have forced Shadow CM to decide to retire fighting Draco Kid. Then again, he doesn't have Counterblast anyway, so it makes sense that he didn't do it. He retired it instead, though. Interesting. So the current units on the field all gain 6,000 power. And Shotgun Blow Dragon is hitting for 2 critical. And this is a lot of power. $10k block, and now the Vanguard's attacking. This is 2 critical. I'll say again. And he quintet walls as a result. One pass unless he uses that perfect guard. Or no pass by using the critical trigger. The guard was for 46,000, so that was enough. Kyonshee needs a moment to actually count what happened, which is kind of understandable because it was a lot of power. But no, that was actually a no pass. It was a guard for 46,000, and he only got up to 45. Let's count 21, 31, 36, 46 to 45. I think Kyonshee miscounted and he didn't see a 5k, or it was so much counting at once that he didn't add properly. Either way, now we see Shadow CM's Legion. And if I were him, I'd probably put that starring Draco Kid behind the Rissy. But Yajin won't hit if he doesn't put it there, so it makes sense. He returned a perfect guard. No, 2 perfect guards. A heal and a crit. Retire a front row from Yajin. And now Legion skill active. Put in Big Bang Knuckle Buster and Counterblast 1. Now he can do attack 4 units at once. So he's attacking everything but the Rising Phoenix, because Rising Phoenix comparatively isn't really a threat. Considering everything else on Retire is going to gain power for every Retire. First check is a heal trigger. Actually, time to pause the recording. I don't think he noticed, but Shadow actually didn't shuffle after he performed Legion. And since he put the 4 units on top of his deck, it means he's probably going to critical trigger now, actually. Nope, I was... Oh, yep. Gave it all to the weaker column, which is kind of strange. Kyonshee really doesn't have a lot to work with at this point. Only because he's 2 damage away from losing. And he doesn't really have guard. Luckily for him, his opponent hasn't gotten a Big Bang Slash Dragon in the hand. Like the one in damage right there. Not Big Bang Slash, Big Bang Knuckle Dragon. And he just did. So now it's at cross ride, and when it attacks, it hits for 22. And critical trigger. On to the next game, even though that was a really, really bad mistake on both players' parts, because Kyonshee really didn't catch it. But yeah, everyone remember to shuffle after you Legion.